The power of understanding why people ignore you. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a young boy named Leo. Leo was kind-hearted and curious, always eager to make friends and share stories. However, despite his best efforts, he often found himself feeling invisible. It seemed like people would ignore him, and he couldn't understand why. One sunny morning, Leo decided to visit the wise old owl, Orion, who lived in the tallest tree in the village. Orion was known for his wisdom and had helped many villagers with their troubles. As Leo approached the tree, he called out, "Orion, can you help me understand why people ignore me?" The wise owl swooped down gracefully and perched on a low branch. With a gentle nod, he said, "Of course, Leo. Let me tell you a story." Leo sat down eagerly, his eyes wide with anticipation. "Once upon a time," began Orion, "there was a beautiful garden filled with colorful flowers and vibrant plants. The garden was tended by a gardener named Elara. She loved her garden dearly and spent every day nurturing the plants, making sure they had enough water, sunlight, and care. One day, a new plant sprouted in the garden. This plant, named Violet, was unique and different from all the other plants. Violet was excited to be part of the garden and wanted to be friends with the other plants. However, no matter how hard Violet tried, the other plants seemed to ignore her. She felt lonely and sad. Elara noticed Violet's sadness and decided to talk to her. "Why are you so sad, dear Violet?" she asked gently. "The other plants ignore me," Violet replied. "I don't understand why." Elara smiled kindly and said, "Let me show you something." She led Violet to a quiet corner of the garden where a small mirror was placed. "Look into this mirror," Elara said. Violet gazed into the mirror and saw her reflection. She realized that she had been so focused on trying to get the other plants to notice her that she hadn't noticed her own beautiful petals and unique fragrance. Elara continued, "Sometimes, when we feel ignored, it's not because others don't care about us. It's because we're not showing them who we truly are. Each plant in this garden has its own way of growing and blooming. When you embrace your own uniqueness, others will start to see you for who you are." Violet took Elara's words to heart. She stopped trying so hard to be noticed and instead focused on being the best version of herself. She let her vibrant petals shine and her sweet fragrance fill the air. Gradually, the other plants began to notice Violet's beauty and uniqueness. They admired her and wanted to be her friend. Leo listened intently, his mind racing with thoughts. Orion's story had sparked something within him. "So, you're saying that I need to embrace who I am and not worry so much about what others think?" he asked. Orion nodded wisely. "Exactly, Leo. People often ignore us not because they don't like us, but because we are too focused on seeking their approval. When you are confident in yourself and show your true colors, others will naturally be drawn to you. It's important to remember that everyone has their own struggles and sometimes, they might be preoccupied with their own lives. That doesn't mean you are any less valuable or important." Leo thanked Orion and left the tree feeling lighter. He realized that he had been so concerned with being accepted by others that he had forgotten to appreciate his own unique qualities. From that day on, Leo decided to focus on being himself and doing the things he loved. He spent time painting, a hobby he had always enjoyed, and shared his artwork with the village. He also helped others without expecting anything in return. Gradually, people began to notice Leo's genuine kindness and creativity. They admired him for who he truly was and started to include him in their activities. Leo learned a valuable lesson: when you embrace your own uniqueness and stop seeking approval from others, you become a beacon of light that naturally attracts people. The power of understanding yourself is the key to feeling seen and valued. And so, Leo lived happily, surrounded by friends who appreciated him for who he truly was. The village thrived with the beauty of individuality and the strength of genuine connections. The end. Moral of the story: Embrace your uniqueness and focus on being the best version of yourself. When you stop seeking approval and start showing your true colors, people will naturally be drawn to you. Understanding yourself is the key to feeling seen and valued by others.